Hello everyone, my name is Lenny from this awesome YouTube channel Code with Lenny Len, and in this 11th game tutorial we are going to deal with the ball movement. So right now we can move our player paddle up and down, we have set our borders, we have done pretty much almost everything, but now we need to move the ball. Then we can continue like adding collision detection, and I'll show you what collision detection is later in this series. But for now let's deal with the ball positions, the ball movements that is, and that's quick and easy, and it's going to be easy enough to understand, and I hope you're all going to get it by the end of this video. So it might be long because we'll have a few challenges on the way, and we shall encounter them and we shall overcome them as we get to them. But as for now, let's get started. So we have our ball position, it's at screen size divided by 2, so that's middle position of our screen, and we have the radius. For us to move, we're just going to move it like the way we moved our player paddle. And if you can remember how we moved our player paddle, we just created another variable that held its y position and we moved the y position. But for the ball, we're not going to move the y position, we are going to move both the y and the x position. So this will create an illusion of it going around the screen, maybe bouncing off the edges or something. We are going to have to create borders for the ball as well, but as for now, that's a problem that we have to encounter and overcome. So let's start with the ball movement x. So I'll say ball x move, or ball move x. Yeah, just say ball move x equal to 0, and we can come down here and see whether that will work. So in the ball x position, we've not made the person or the user or the player to play with the ball. I do not want him to control the ball using any of his keys, so I'm going to skip the event loop. I won't add any events for the ball because it's not going to be controlled by anyone. That's the computer is going to be doing all this stuff for us. So we're going to go straight to the game logic and say the ball y, the ball x position, here it is, ball x, and just the way we control the paddle y, player pad y, we are going to do that. So ball x plus equals ball move x. If you're very keen, you're going to notice that the ball won't move, but do not worry, I'll explain why. Well, as you can see, our ball is not moving. Sorry about the window again. We only have the player pad moving. Oh no, and this is stressful because our ball is not moving. We did everything right. So what is wrong with game? If you have that question, or you already have the answer to the question, well, congratulations. But let us show you why. You remember in the player pad y we put 0, but in the game events, the event loop, when the player presses a certain key, it adds to that variable or subtracts the variable accordingly. And for our ball movement, because we are not moving the ball by use of any keys, it's going to be fully automatic and will be done by the computer. We need this ball x move to have a certain value at the start of the game, so that it will always move with that one. And for this, I would like us to put a variable called ball speed. But this will be done maybe in our lecture tutorials where we are going to like increase the ball speed or something. So for now, just comment that out. Just shift 3 to put that hashtag sign, and let's continue. So we're going to put a hard-coded number, and what I mean by hard coding is that you put in my case, you're putting numbers in places that can be replaced with variables. For example, the FPS, we are going to look into that as well. But for now, we have added the player paddle y, we know how to move it. Now we have our ball x movement, and let's see whether everything worked out well for us. So let's wait for it. And as you've seen, it has just zoomed out of the screen. Actually, it has not zoomed out, but it has gone out of the screen. So, and that means that our x is working, and that's good for now. If we put move -10. Let us see what will happen at this point in time. Whoops, we might just miss this. Oh yeah, there it is. -10 has moved to the left of our screen. As you can remember, as I was teaching you earlier, the player pad, okay, when you're moving horizontally, you add when you're going to the right and you subtract when you're going to the left. Let me pull out that diagram for you guys so that you can remember this. Here we go. So remember, when going towards the right of the screen or the game surface, you add to the variables. If you're going towards the left of the game surface or surface, you are going to subtract from the X variable. And that's what we have done in our ball movement I've shown you. Now let me just quit out of the game. So that's a problem with the ball right now. Once it gets out of the screen, there's no way of returning it. But I'll show you how we can set borders, and even instead of borders, we can put something even much better. We can make the ball bounce off the edges, and this is just going to be done by simple logic and messing around with the numbers, the ball X, ball Y, and you shall see how interesting this becomes in the future. But as for now, we have moved our X. Now let's see whether we can do the same with our Y. And putting both ball move Y equals to 10. If we put both X and Y at the same time, we're going to get another effect. But for now, let me show you without the X. So we have ball move Y equal to 10. We shall come down here, and as always, ball Y plus equals ball Y, or ball move Y. Yeah, ball Y plus equals ball move Y. So let's run it. And if it's successful, we should be able to go up. So let's see about this. And then my computer takes a bit longer to load. It will move up, I think, or down. Uh-oh, we have an error. So we are going to fix it right now. It's because we are referring to ball move X and we commented it out. So let me fix that. So we're going to come back here, and because we commented out ball move X, we should comment out this as well, so that we can only move the Y position. And let's hit F5 to see whether it works. Pirate game is really cool. I hope you love it. So let's see, it should move down. Yeah, and it moved down, and that acted like gravity. Actually just moved down and went into the Earth's core. Otherwise you saw it can move down, so can it move up? Moving up, as you can remember, I showed you it's -10. I hope you do remember all this stuff. So let's press F5 and see how things run. And in the next tutorials, we are going to see how we can manipulate the ball and add the borders or something that will be able to bounce off, and it went up the screen. So right now we have things that are working, and let us get back to making our ball move even much more directions, not just up and down or left and right. We can add even diagonally. So let's try to move our ball diagonally. This is done by putting both X and Y at the same time. So if we do that, save, run, and if it moves diagonally, it's okay, and we know everything is alright. So in the next tutorial, I'll show you how we can change the positions and the sizes of the direction. So let's check whether everything went well. Oh yes, it should up diagonal, and stay tuned for the next videos. They're much interesting, and as always, thanks for watching.